Ajay, thank you for coming here and sharing. So it is our earnest endeavor to put in live examples across of people. So Ajay has been in a forum in EO for the last 6 months, quite a new entrant to the world of forums. Ajay, I just want you to share with our friends sitting here, what has been your journey in forums before you joined a forum? What was your purpose of joining a forum? And now that 6 months you're in a forum, how has your ways of thinking changed?
I've joined EO, 6 months back, and generally you are allocated a forum. It takes 3-4 months. So while joining the forum, I was also, I heard quite a few questions, and those were also in my mind. I didn't know about, how to really, get towards that. There's a proper training before you join a forum. So quite a few people, they put in a room, and then there's a proper trainer who trains you. I've had a 30-year journey in this country, and I've globally traveled all over the world, done dusted with whatever business. Now I spend a lot of time on the golf course because I don't think, every time you just do work, you have to live your whole life. So this EO came to me as, you have the family, you have the friends, you have business, you have everything. But then, you wanted to get into something where you can share your experiences. You can open up, that's what I understood. And these people are not known to you. They're not your friends. They're not your family. They're not someone who you know. And then there's something which you can't do business with everyone. In the forum. There are, confidentialities, there are conflicts. So you can't, so these are very unknown. So what I understood from the training and, when my forum was allocated and I interacted with my forum members, very diverse. Someone is from Italy, someone is from Ireland, someone is from India, someone is from Kenya. So what I gather, you sit down and talk about it. Talk about your life, talk about whatever you want to share, which you feel you can't share with anyone else. And you're not getting some direct answers. You're not getting, hey, you know what? This is a solution. The forum doesn't run like that. They will share their own experiences. Okay? So they will share their own experiences, and that is how you understand how you have to tackle those issues. That's what forum is. A forum is highly confidential because you take an oath. You can't take it out of that room. Forums can, it can be starting from 6 months and go up to your lifetime. It's all how you all interact and how you gel each other. And eventually the forum members become a very closer group to you. And every time, because you have to meet every month, and it's very disciplined, you can't miss the forum. There are rules and regulations of it. So it is something which I felt, and I'm looking forward for it. As I said, you've lived your life, left my country, almost 30 years back, been all around the world, seen the, life in different ways. But I think I'm really looking forward for it. And I think this is something which, every entrepreneur, today, we have got so many stress in the business, we have got different thinkings, because we are in digital media today, digital world. So every time things keep on, coming to our mind. I think this is something which can change your thinking, and there is someone who you can share yourself.
Thank you for sharing that with us. In Dubai, a lot of people have asked me a question. I'm already so busy. I don't see myself take out time. Now, I don't know what to react to such people. Second most common I've heard through my people in Dubai, I already have friends. Why do I need more? I already have a family to share things with. I'm a happy man or a woman. Why do I need? Now, I have a lot of answers to those questions, but I would like to know your perspective. How do you address to somebody who thinks that he's too busy to grow? It's like a frog in a well. If a man thinks there's nothing more to learn, I think that's the end of the story for me. He's passé. He's already written off. He's not futuristic. He's not cutting edge. He's not Gen Next. He's not kind of seeing ahead of the curve. So forum allows you to do all of these things. You mentioned a very valid point within forums is you put up a problem in a presentation and people try and resolve your problem through their experiences, right? In my case, whenever I've gone to my forum with a problem, I do a presentation. Just the way they ask the questions with their years and years of experience, my problem starts looking very different. The whole problem turns upside down just by identifying and asking the right questions. They say solutions to problems in the world is just by asking the right questions. And that's what happens in a forum you're trained and disciplined to do. So what would you advise to entrepreneurs who feel who are too busy, they have nothing more to learn?
My personal experience is when I wake up every day morning, it's a new life, it's a new learning. Again, we live in a dynamic world today. So we don't learn so much from our seniors. We today have started learning from our young generation, because sometimes we feel we are obsolete, and that is where you go down and say, hey, you know what, this iPhone, can you just do a couple of settings for me, or on a laptop, or very small things. So why you're doing it? Why don't you tell your seniors that? Because that's how the world has evolved in the last 10-15 years. So whether we like or we don't like, we have to learn every day till we are around in this beautiful world. Number 2 is time. I mean, look, we can argue on that, we are all busy, I play 4 days a week golf today. A lot of people think it's a boring game, but I really take time out. Someone told me 6-7 years back, oh, but it's a boring game, you'll spend time and you will be bored. But today, if I don't play, I really get, nervous. Why I have not played over the weekend? Why I have not played a tournament? So I think it is all which stage of your life you are on. Okay, what your priorities are. Organizations like EO, YPO, or the DLC, it is not a social club. That's what I feel. It is not you go out and have a drinking session with your friends. I don't think it is limited to that. And one should not really look at that we are going for a retreat and we party and we go to a club. I don't think it is that. Okay, it is much more than that. It is more formal. It is, and we as I say that what we have learned in our life, we want to talk about it. Okay, we want to share about it. We want to, and who are those? You can't do that in a nightclub, in a lounge, and while having a dinner. You can't do that. Every individual today who has done well in the life should get into these, because the life's whole perspective changes, and you have to take some time out for that. A forum is once a month, 4 hours. I mean, you can manage that, and then once in 2 months you have a retreat, and you get to meet. I'll tell you my experience while I joined this. So we had some young entrepreneurs from India, 40 of them, and we have 10 of them from Kenya, and we hosted them for a golf. So everyone was a golfer. So we hosted them over here. So people were from Chandigarh, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and young entrepreneurs, dynamism, the whole. So that was a forum, that was the platform where we got them together. We had to spend 3 days together because, it was 3 different, golf days, and, you meet before, you meet in the. So you would have not otherwise been able to do that. So these are basically the organizations, if you are, looking forward for it. I mean, there are people who are happy to sit at home, go relaxing on the beach. I mean, there are other ways to do it. It all depends on people to people. But I think, as I stated, that I've seen this beautiful world so closely. And you correctly, I think my introduction, 140, but I've done 160 countries in my life. I've walked into 100 odd countries, lived in US, UK, Singapore, India, and been based in Dubai for a long time. I think we must experience these things. And that's very important for any successful businessman. Money is not the driver today. Everyone. So at some point of time, money is a deflator. It is just, after that, you can't do anything with the money. And this is what brings you the chair, when you do this and you interact with a different set of people.
Thank you, Ajay. You rightly said that's what DLC believes in. Thank you. Yeah, round of applause.